So let's raise the big questions. Is the Modi government making Kejriwal a powerless chief minister? Does the ordinance of the Modi government go against the federal spirit of the country? Is Delhi to be treated as an exceptional case? Is it now going to be open war between the Modi government and opposition ruled states ahead of the 2024 election? Some big questions to be asked. Joining me now, Harish, Khuranna, the BJP spokesperson, Adil Singh Boparai, the Congress's spokesperson, Jasmine Shah from the Aam Aadmi Party, and Sanjay Hegde, senior advocate at the Supreme Court. To you, Harish, Khuranna first, because the BJP will have to answer this question. You're bringing an ordinance late in the night on Friday, just before the Supreme Court is closing, effectively nullifying what the Supreme Court had said in empowering the Kejriwal government when it came to the services and the transfer of officers. You did it, it is argued, because you want to disempower the Kejriwal government. It's against the federal spirit. What's the message the BJP is sending out here, Mr. Khuranna?
Rajdeep, first of all, we should understand what the legal status of Delhi is. The legal and administrative status of Delhi is that it's a union territory with special powers. It's not a state, we should understand. But unfortunately, Arvind Kejriwal is not ready to accept that. Problem is, you're talking about why the BJP brought the ordinance. Centre has the full right to bring the ordinance, and I'm sure it will be passed in the parliament. That is, we are pretty confident about that. We have the numbers for that. But we should understand why we have brought this. See, we should understand.
No, couldn't you have waited till the parliament session?
I'm telling you.
Couldn't you have waited till the parliament session? What was the urgency? The urgency seems to be to create a confrontation and disempower the Kejriwal government, which is an elected government. It's elected by the people.
Rajdeep, let me complete. I'm telling you what was the need of that. We should understand. On 11th of May, the Supreme Court gave a verdict. Immediately after the verdict, Arvind Kejriwal meets Lieutenant Governor and requests him to transfer on one of the officers at a particular that time. Lieutenant Governor requested him, let the audit copy come, let us study, wait for 2-3 days, and we'll do that. Immediately on 12th, they moved to Supreme Court. And we should understand, Ashish More has filed a written complaint. Rajshekhar, 8 officers was writing a clear-cut complaint, and what they are saying, it's a blatant harassment. It's a word I'm talking about. And they are the officers. Who are the officers? They are the officers, All India Civil Service Officer, boss. He's the IAS officer. What do you want to do in Delhi? A constitutional breakdown? Administrative breakdown should happen. Central will remain mum on that. Why you have done this? We have seen in the past, Chief Secretary of Delhi was being beaten up. We have seen Shakuntala Gamblin was being locked in a room. What do you want? The centre should remain silent on that. They can't. Okay. Problem is this. They want to hide the corruption.
You're saying this was done to prevent. I get your point. Okay, you've made your point. You're saying this was done to prevent what you're saying would otherwise be an administrative breakdown because of the clashes between the Kejriwal government and officers. You want to respond to that, Jasmine Shah, that while you are saying this is against the federal spirit of the constitution, it is against the Supreme Court verdict, a 5-0 unanimous verdict which was in your favor. The point being made by the BJP is the Aam Aadmi Party was using this verdict to intimidate officers who are investigating allegations against the AAP government.
Rajdeep, there is a very classic trait of dictators that they will not cede an inch even when voted out of power. And this is precisely what we are seeing in the case of BJP and the Modi government. 3 times elected Chief Minister of Delhi with a mandate of 90% seats in the assembly. They are saying that he is not fit to govern Delhi. And this is nothing but a disrespect for the democratic will of the people. So far, this has been going on for the 8 years. They have been abusing the constitution, reading it as a transactional document. When it gives powers to the SG, he fully exercises it. When it gives powers to the elected chief minister, they do not allow him to exercise it. Finally, the Supreme Court set rest this entire battle. After 8 years, Rajdeep, this judgment has come, which is a lucid judgment. It talks about the basic structure of federalism. What does being a representative government mean? That an elected CM should have powers to govern and fulfill his mandate. But today we are seeing unprecedented scenes. I would say since the times of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, we have never seen such a frontal attack on a Supreme Court Constitution bench which the Modi government has done. These are nothing but political attacks. They are saying, "Aapne ye kar diya officer ke saath, wo kar diya."
But the argument the BJP is saying, BJP is saying that you are targeting officers. You are using the judgment to target specific officers, and that will lead to an administrative breakdown.
Rajdeep, if any allegation is there of any nature, please do an investigation. BJP is alleging this, BJP is acting as the judge, and then BJP is becoming the executioner of this judgment that you have harassed officers. It's very convenient. It's very convenient of BJP to say that, because they know very true that the moment this matter goes to Supreme Court, and I must correct you, Rajdeep, this is not an attack on federal spirit. Not just an attack on federal spirit, it is an attack on the basic structure of constitution, where in the last judgment of Supreme Court it has been held that as federalism mandates that the center does not come into the territory of an elected government, be it at the state level or an NCT level of Delhi. Second, it talks about a triple chain of accountability, that you want the CM to be responsible to the people of Delhi. But that will only happen if the bureaucracy is accountable to the people. Very nicely put out. Now, an act or an ordinance cannot alter the constitution or the basic structure of the constitution. A standard 8th civic class student knows that. But BJP says that we have ordinance लाके constitution को amend करेंगे. So this is, nothing but a colorable exercise of power. It is bound to be struck down, but it will also bring a national shame that today we have a prime minister who does not accept defeat. And I think that is what the Modi government will have to answer in the coming year.
Jasmine Shah, you've spoken. Let's give 30 seconds to quick response from you, Harish Khuranna, because the sense is the spirit of the Supreme Court judgment, a unanimous judgment of 5 judges headed by the Supreme Court Chief Justice, has effectively been nullified by your ordinance. What is the message I come back to that you send out? You are going against the spirit of the judgment of the Supreme Court.
In the same judgment, Rajdeep, para 95, it's clearly said in the Supreme Court judgment, para 95, it clearly says that the center can change the law. If they want to do it, you can bring the ordinance. It's clearly written in para 95. Point number 1. Point number 2, he's saying that hame officers chahiye. Why you are transferring and harassing only those people who are indulged in the inquiry of your corruption? Sheesh Mahal, your Sloop Gate, your Liquor Gate, the people who are investigating it, you are targeting only those people. Why not others? Why are you not transferring others only? So the thing was very much clear. And third, important part, BJP is not saying it. All India service officials have written a letter to Lieutenant Governor. 8 people have been harassed, and blatantly, the word has been written, blatantly harassed.
These are nothing but fake complaints. I challenge Harish Khuranna. I challenge Harish Khuranna to show any of these 8 complaints. Show me 8 complaints.
No, let's not have. Okay, just a minute. Jasmine Shah, Harish Khuranna, there are 2 other guests listening to you. No, let's not have crosstalk.